G'day, Aaron from Stock. Quick overview on splash plates. So splash plates essentially are designed to reduce oil in your catch can. If you have catch can issues like too much oil in there, listen up. So these are the long plates. They do a fantastic job of doing what they do. They reduce oil getting flung off the camshaft and end up in the rocket cover, being pushed out by a blow-by and end up in your catch can. Now, these don't fit any stock rocket covers. The baffles on all the stock Nissan covers have issues fitting with these, so you need to modify the rocket cover if you want to run a long plate. But we'll start with the bottom and we'll work our way up. So first off, I made the little short plates. They've been around a few years now. They just bolt on the back of the head, and they do an awesome job. On the 20s, the 25s and the Neos, they've got a plate that looks like this. There's no variation difference in them. There's a couple of bolt hole position changes, but it's the same plate. So none of those heads do any filtering or baffling any better than any of the other versions. So in standard form, the oil and gas go up into this cavity, go in through there, travels along here. Nissan use these for excess oil to drain back into the head, and the catch can hose is about there in the cover, and off it goes. So if you're in a motorsport environment like drifting, skid days, that kind of stuff, light track work, and you've got extra boost, sustained RPM, you'll find you've got more blow-by going up there and pushing oil, and then ends up in the catch can and you've got issues. So the first kit I made was these little short guys, and you see how well they tuck up in there. So you don't need to modify any of this. These just bolt straight on the back of the head, so you take off the dog ear styled factory units and bolt that in, and that fills that cavity. And you see how well that just caps that off and makes it very hard for oil to get out. And for most guys on an entry-level engine with not crazy boost, this works quite well. Now, if you want to go up from there, that's when we look at full baffle kits for the 20s, 25s, and Neos. I sell that as a whole kit, so you get two of these plates, two long plates. I don't include the studs because there's different variations, and some guys already have them. But I do include the drill bits and the and the thread tap and these little retaining bolts and those kind of things. I do add a bit of extra media to help reduce oil getting through, but that's how it works. Now you can see here, I've already drilled this one out. This one has a funny aluminium rivet type design, I guess you call it. You have to drill that out. It is a little labor intensive, but the end result's pretty good. You drill that out, tap the hole, bolt this guy in, add your studs, and then you can put a long plate in, and that all works really, really well on these. If you have a 26, there's already baffle kits available on the market. I am working on a better unit, but that's later, it's a different story. Put a baffle kit in, bolt these guys down, and you're good to go. Hit the track, enjoy your day. Less oil problems. If you have a HKS V-cam, I do make a V-splash, I call it, just for, well, it's a bit of tongue-in-cheek, it's pretty cool. But it's just to identify the difference between the HKS kit and the standard kit. So standard kit's just two long plates. There's no left or no right. On the HKS kit, we can see it's got some extra little cutouts and a little different up here, and it's not as long, and there's variation differences in them. HKS have a Generation 1 and a Generation 2 cover. The Generation 2 cover is just a little bit thicker, so I'll add these little cutouts so it's locked into the cover a bit neater and a bit easier. You see on the back as well. And of course on the front, on the HKS, there's a solenoid and bracketry in there, so this all fits around that. So it doesn't matter what combination of engine you have, I have a splash plate and a design kit that'll bolt on for you. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys out. I hope it helps sort out some of the confusion, and I'll see you at the track. See yous.